for going to the Kobe beef, you actually have to make a reservation, which I did. So tomorrow we're gonna go to one of the best restaurants in the whole world.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
It's right down there yet. It's right down there. You see it?
But what about the amazing view?
Wait. Do you see the Kobe beef restaurant?
Oh, I see it.
Okay. That was the best meal I ever had at this fantastic Kobe beef steak house.
Guess what? Very expensive. So please be careful. I say same things every day. 4 times a day. So I can say my picture is very expensive. Smooth. Everyone said to that. ありがとう。ありがとう for understanding.
Arigato.
どういたしまして。You ありがとう perfect. Because we cannot buy from farmers. So government protects them.
So it's not open for.
Not open. And we can buy from butchers only. どういたしまして。
Thank you, Rokko.
You're very welcome.
We're here at Steak Aoyama, one of the best rated steak places in Kobe. And I'm about to finally have it for the first time. We're gonna get put it into the steak sauce. Whoa. It really is amazing. Now just saying that, it like really melts in your mouth. Oh wow. I got bread on that. Wow. That's amazing.
Thank you very much.
I think it's the best steak I ever had.
Which do you like better? American beef or this one?
This
I know.
this
Thank
way.
you. I think so.
Way better.
I asked many guests from US same question.
Yeah.
Almost 180% guests say this one.
Yeah, way better.
Thank you very much.
There's our hotel, Hotel La Cura. We're so far away, we have to walk 15 minutes from the subway. Straight line down though, but it is going to be difficult crossing that major street there. I love this Hotel La Cura. The look of the hotel from far away is just pretty awesome.
How come they didn't book this for 3 nights?
Because we're going to go to Osaka and Kyoto and Tokoyama.
Hey, this is very good, very good, very good.
You know how the announcer says it in Street Fighter, Japan. We're at Hotel Osaka. Look at the gigantic.
In the city of Kobe.
Huh?
In the city of Kobe.
We're in Kobe, and the bathroom is pretty big for Japan. Like, look at this.
You can actually walk in
You can
here.
actually walk inside.
It has a nice toilet.
And then you got a pretty big bathtub. And if you make a mess like Michael, it goes right through the drain hole.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, now here, of course, you got a. Look at that. Even for Japan, like this is like a humongous closet. They can actually walk inside here.
Well,
You think Japan? You can't walk in closets, but yeah, you can. Then you got every hotel, of course. I think I've been seeing these tea kettle things work very well. And oh yeah, look at this 1980s thing. It actually will turn on the radio. It's like I was telling. Oh yeah, we don't want to have copyright problems. Now, I was telling Michael, this hotel has a really grand feel, but it's like I think it was made in the 1980s, because it kind of feels like they put a lot of money into it in the 80s, and then they just kind of let it go, because it kind of feels like a rundown Las Vegas casino hotel.
It feels brand new still.
It's okay. I mean, the main thing is you got an awesome view. Don't show that though, because you're gonna blow it up.
I know.
But if you are gonna go to Kobe, this is a cool hotel, but the location's a little weird because it takes like 10 minutes walk just to get to like kind of a more interesting area. But if you like a view, you could stay at Hotel Osaka. It's pretty cool. Okay. This is our view from our room at the Hotel Osaka on the 28th floor. I believe way over there at the top of that mountain is Mount Maya, which is where we were last night. Pretty crazy view all the way from there, and then the crazy view from our room.
Now we're gonna go to the motorcycle museum.
Kobe Tower. This is probably one of the best Starbucks in the whole world, just because of the awesome glass all around. And look at that cool hotel in the background. We almost stayed at that one instead of Hotel Akira.
But some people had negative to say, so
We believe it. And here's the Good Times Kawasaki Museum and Maritime Museum. Don't get fooled by the Maritime Museum advertising on the outside. They do have the Good Times Kawasaki on the inside. And another exhibit. Here's some of the Kobe skyline. This is the coolest Starbucks I've seen so far in Japan. This is all through the Starbucks windows. It's such a good view all around.
I want to say I really like Kobe. This is a great city that people should add when they use a Japanese rail pass. Definitely should stop here. It's actually a pretty beautiful city.
This is going to be a real treat for you guys. Look at the view you get on a second floor here at a Starbucks. How often do you see a 2-story Starbucks? Not very often. I did actually see a 3. But yeah, this is quite a view. So one of Gary's projects, same guy that made the Disney
concert hall.
Yeah, the Disney concert hall.
He's also known for a lot of his architecture around the world. He creates a lot of deconstructive things. I'm not actually usually a big fan of his work, but I actually think this. I thought it was a whale at first.
This looks kind of scary. How do the robots know what to do? Wow, look at that. Something no human can do. Don't go to war with the robots. Scary. Whoa. Wow, here's some Japanese humor. Whoa, look, he just told that other robot to do some crazy gyrations that no human can do. Whoa, can a human do this? As you can hear, Michael is copying my voice dialogue. Wow.
No complaints, no union break. No complaints.
Like he's waving.
Like, do this.
Michael's getting inside the Shinkansen train. This is what it looks like at the conductor area, right?
Yeah, you know what? The windows are kind of. It's interesting. I mean, you can see, but it's. I think.
Are you making fun of the Kawasaki?
I'm sure that they designed it differently for the more modern ones, so you can see a little bit more of the. But maybe when it's on the real track, you can see more. But it actually, yeah, it definitely has kind of a 70s feel to it. I kind of wonder if they designed it to last a bit longer because it's kind of interesting. The deterioration on this is kind of remarkable. But could it be because they use mostly metal? Now they probably use.
I don't know. I don't know what they do.
Magnesium alloy is probably what they use a lot now. Got it.
Some kids are going to drive the train.
Oh, you can't
I'm
go
not
up
going to get on that train. Some kids are driving it.
Oh, darn. That would be a cool thing to drive.
Oh, look at the plane back there in front of Michael.
彼はクリーンルームと言われる塵や埃が入らない部屋で働いています。これからは宇宙空間が医療の介護の現場などさまざまな場所に活躍することになるだろう。
Oh, you can actually go inside. I didn't even know you can go in here. Whoa! I'm on an airplane in a museum. A Kawasaki airplane, that is. I think anyone else knows you can go inside here. Wow, this is crazy. Although I don't know much about motorcycles, I'm always able to spot a Kawasaki motorcycle as they always stand out and they are built right here in Kobe, Japan. This is the first air-cooled 4-stroke DOHC inline 4 engine in its class. Its power combined with the well-balanced frame ensured the Z400FX to be a big hit. The model helped establish Kawasaki's high-performance brand image in the 80s amongst the youth in Japan. The 128B8 in 1964 was the first practical use motorcycle to be built by the Kawasaki aircraft. It was the first bike from Kawasaki to have a helical gear primary decelerator and 4-speed transmission. The GPZ 400R 1984 model was made water-cooled from the beginning. It was more aerodynamic than its predecessor with a narrower water-cooled engine leading to a smaller frontal projection. The aluminum frame was a distinguishing feature and the lime green color was a particular favorite. Did not have to go through security to go on the airplane.
Isn't that on the airplane? Is it?
Founder Shozo Kawasaki designed a logo of his company inspired by the Chinese character for river. This stone marker bearing the logo was originally installed at the entrance of the company's Western-style headquarters in 1909. This is some real technology. The girders used in 1906 at the Tokyo station in Japan is still being used. From 1906, that's crazy. In 1953, Kawasaki received certification for the first domestically produced aircraft engine developed after World War II. This model was never installed in an aircraft though. The Hien fighter developed in 1941 was the only military fighter powered by a water-cooled engine to be used during World War. Wow, all the way back in 1969 they already had the hydraulic robot geared for spot welding. That's some advanced technology. You wouldn't expect that from 1969, but they did have it already. And it was adopted in many other auto plants. This is a scaled-down diesel engine used for oil tankers and car carriers built in the late 1970s. to tell you, it is crazy, crazy fast. What do you do when you have accomplished everything? You deliver waste to energy power generation for Kobe City. This is a horizontal articulated clean robot. This was used for handling robots for semiconductors, and high cleanliness are required. We're going really super steep here. This seems like more of an incline than Hong Kong right now. Wow. I'm kind of amazed that it can actually go up this steep.
It uses that other thing to pull. One goes down, this one gets pulled up.
There are two top destinations overlooking the surrounding city with different respective views worth seeing in the Kobe area. Mount Maya is located in the Rokko National Park, not to be confused with Mount Rokko, which is another mountain peak full of points of interest to also visit. The easiest way to get to Mount Maya is to take a train to Shin Kobe Station and then take the Shin Kobe ropeway about halfway up the mountain. From there, you take a fun cable car where you can continue to look at the great views of the dense forest contrasting with the overlooking Kobe, Osaka cityscape, or you can hike for 3 hours to get to the same destination at the top where there's a great observation deck at around 2292 feet elevation, providing for one of the three Japan's best night view skies. It's a bit lower than the top of Mount Rokko, which is just over 3,000 feet high. Here we are at Mount Maya, and everyone's watching the view from here. It's one of the top 3 views in the all of Japan. We just got here to the top of Mount Maya. It's a national park here in Japan, and you take not only just a cable car, but you also take a one of those rope. They call it a ropeway in Japan, which is more like a gondola.
Gondola in the U.S.
In the U.S. And it's awesome. It's so you go
steep.
up so high. Like the whole time I was like, I can't believe how steep this cable is going.
Incredibly steep.
The view is phenomenal, and it's one of the best things to do in Kobe, besides eating Kobe beef.
Which we haven't done. We went to IKEA though.
Yeah, we went to IKEA because it was next to the OCC Coffee Museum, and we were starving. Okay, we gotta go because we only have a few minutes to get to the cable car, or we were stuck here on the top of this mountain.
I think we'll freeze to death if we're up here.
And tomorrow we're going to Mount Rokko or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, see you guys later. Super steep incline with this cable car.
It's one of the steepest things I've ever been on.
マイケーブルご利用いただきましてありがとうございます。これよりおよそ5分でマイケーブル駅まで下ってまいります。到着までごゆっくりお過ごしください。なお駅前からの六甲方面のバスは本日終了しております。六甲方面へご利用のお客様、
This, it's a Starbucks. It looks more like us. Of course, that's the line that you always see. Here is so cool. Music history.
This is an amazing Starbucks. I'm trying to write a review for TripAdvisor for an amazing Kobe steak we just had.
次は貿易センターです。子ども病院駅センターステーション Passengers going to Kitafuto, please change the train. Passengers going to the International Conference Center. International Hub is P04 Naka Koen Station.
お年寄り、体の不自由な方や赤ちゃんと乗られる方に席を譲りましょう。優先座席付近では、女たちには携帯電話の電源を。
We came a long way, but we're finally here at the UCC Coffee Museum. And boy, we're looking forward to having some coffee.
Danny has always been a fan of UCC. In fact, 10 minutes ago, he was saying, I never heard of UCC. What the hell is that? And then I looked up and it's a Japanese coffee and tea company here in Kobe. Okay, here I am at UCC, and it is a Japanese coffee and tea company that has a long history here in Japan. And I'm drinking the pink cup is the one they said to drink first. I think it's non-Arabica beans, and you know at Starbucks they only make Arabica beans, so I'm having this one first.
Oh, and now we're gonna have the other one right here. Look how tiny these cups are.
And this one is Arabica beans. So usually Arabica beans are higher quality. There's a certain kind of standard. So let's try it out. Honestly, this was a little bit more smooth. The UCC is it's an interesting kind of flavor because it's not really very strong. So if you don't really like a super powerful taste to it, you just kind of want to have the coffee. And it tastes good though. It's just that usually I'm kind of more used to a little more oomph to it. Let's try it more. It's a good flavoring. There's no doubt about it. It's better than Pike's Place, I'll put it that way. But everything's better than Pike's Place, I think. Oh wow, look at this commercial. They're gonna show a side fan, I think.
Oh yeah?
Oh, look at that! Side fan in the 70s.
Okay. Michael's fascinated by that.
Starbucks makes it look like that's a brand new.
No, they don't.
Okay, no, they don't.
All this old coffee, I wonder what it would taste like to have some of the 1973 coffee. In 1800, Jean-Baptiste de Beloy developed the first drip coffee pot. The ground coffee is placed in the upper container, stacked against an empty container beneath it. A cloth filter is placed in the middle. Hot and not boiling water would pour over the grounds in the upper pot, and the coffee would drip nice and easy through the cloth filter into the lower part. However, it was slow, and the water would be lukewarm towards the end. Although it was considered an achievement at the time, UCC designed the first canned coffee. Does anyone really drink canned coffee anymore? In the 19th century, a rotating brewing machine was created. This was more advanced than the conventional frying pan type. Was made in Italy in the middle of the 20th century. It has an electric heater built in and allows for fast extraction of coffee.
Roaster, I think. I think it would take out
roasters.
I think it has like an image. See, it looks like a.
Original stamp. Ah, UCC. UCC Museum.
I don't know what this does.
Oh well. Did something.
Whoa, look at that. That's awesome. I don't think I did it correctly.
Oh, there you go.
Here.
I was like, why isn't it dark?
Yeah, let's do this again. Whoa.
Ooh-wee.
Souvenirs, guys.
Wow, look at all these cool stamps. World's first coffee stamp, right here.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your collection?
That'd be a cool collection.
Music. Who doesn't like to listen to all these music favorites when you're drinking coffee? Frank Sinatra. To celebrate the 80th anniversary of the founding of the UCC Group, Tokyo Disney Resort presented a specially made crystal Mickey to commemorate the occasion.
I already come to for this coffee.
All these politicians giving their coffee cups to this museum. These were used in a Coffee World Championship in 2014. I highly recommend getting a coffee on the siphon if you've never tried it before to experience coffee in its purest form. This cappuccino machine, or espresso machine actually rather, is from 1975. I wonder if it still works. This Cafe Express was made in Italy in the middle of the 20th century. It has an electric heater built in and allows for fast extraction of coffee. This is a balancing type siphon made in France in the late 19th century. Hot water goes in the extraction glass. If you move the whole amount, the fuel lamp will automatically be extinguished. Coffee then flows back into the pot. These large pots were used for coffee parties back in the old days when a lot of coffee was made in a short amount of time. Double wheel grinder, and then like this one, another grinder. Like what?
Look at it.
This is like coffee from the olden times. Gunsmoke times. And here's the whole museum pretty much in one pan. Here's some very politically incorrect type caricature depictions of people working on a coffee farm. They have it. This is the same brand of the siphon that they have at Starbucks. I think they only have one maker.
They must like Trump here because they have gold, silverware. It's pretty interesting. And we're having a siphon at the UCC museum.
How are you whispering?
Because you don't want to be so annoying and be rude to talk real loud here. But this is just made over the siphon. This coffee. We didn't get to see it like we normally do, but it's fine. It's just really damn good.
And a verdict? Is it as good as any other siphon?
It's very, very good. I mean, this is it. This is we got the Honduras, right? Yeah, Honduras. It's very good.
Wow, I never heard of this, but this looks interesting. Looks like pretty legit food here at KFC's Colonel's Cafe. Wow.
Hey everybody, so I'm in Kobe, Japan, and what am I eating? KFC. And I came here because the cook at the Kobe beef place he actually said that KFC is his favorite food, and you know what? It's actually not bad in Japan. In the US, KFC is just garbage.
How's it taste?
But it's finger looking good, just like. I'm afraid to get like stuff on your lens if you. No, it's true. Your hands.
The skin off.
I don't like skin.
But that's the best part.
Is it? Anyway, it's greasy just like anywhere else, but man.
Wow,
Our
people love eating, watching you eat. Look at this Starbucks, guys. It's so unconventional. I've never seen a Starbucks like this where it looks like a house. It's a Victorian house and it's a Starbucks, but it's closed. Rump cap. So I read that this place they give you a larger portion, but it's not so great in terms of quality, but that's what I read. I don't know if it's true or not. Did not actually try it here.
Nobody visits. How would I?
桜544号新大阪行きです。
Here's the Mount Rokko cable car. Gonna go to the top here. Looks very similar to Mount Maya and also Hong Kong.
Go up here on Mount Rokko.
How does the cable car go up this very steep hill?
Kevin talked about it.
It uses these gears.
But it also basically the train going down, it gets pulled up and that pulls it down.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he said. We're at the top of the cable car stop and Mount Rokko. And right what you see there in the middle of the screen is Universal Studios Japan. That's so awesome, you could actually see it all the way. I'm zooming out. It is miles and miles away, but you can see it. Wow, that's amazing. That's one hell of a zoom. Michael almost dropped his Nikon D850.
No, dude. I have the thing on it. It would be a better view if this silly mountain thing was not there.
Mount Rokko is accessible from either Kobe or Osaka train stations. From there, you take a cable car all the way up to the top. Besides the amazing views at the top, there's a musical box museum, a botanical garden, a country house, and the Rokko Garden Terrace, which has restaurants and shops nearby. We came late in the evening, and so we didn't get to do all of the activities here. I recommend coming earlier and spending at least half a day here so that you get a better feel for the area. Mount Maya is more of a short time at the top and back kind of deal versus Mount Rokko, which has a lot more to do. Here we are at the top of Mount Rokko. We're so high up right now. We actually went up this castle looking thing to get to the top. So you walk up a bunch of stairs, and then lo and behold, we're the last ones here. There was a bunch of people here just a few minutes ago, cleared out because, they didn't want to get stuck up here.
I guess we don't care about being stuck.
It is really challenging just to get here compared to Mount Maya. You have to actually take a subway and a bus and cable car and
another bus.
Sometimes a ropeway, but we made it up here. The view is spectacular. Can't say it's ridiculously different from Mount Maya, but it is a lot higher. It's a thing to do. So if you like something to do while you're here in Kobe besides eating Kobe beef, it's definitely
get a
fun.
great view of Kobe.
And we want to see the rest of this garden terrace area. It's pretty cool. I would recommend coming a little bit earlier so you could check out some of the things we probably won't be able to. But definitely having a good time. Great view. You could even see Universal Studios Japan from here. So,
I didn't see it.
It's the observatory here. The top of Mount Rokko.
堺市周辺ということになります。で、大阪府の堺市側っていう向こう側、海岸ですね。ずっと
talent here. Michael's not there. Oh, it's rolling. Okay, we have like 20, maybe 30 minutes of time here. So, and they have a vending machine. You actually can get hot coffee out of a vending machine. I've never done this before, but I'm about to. Look at the options. They have black, which I'm gonna do. They also have with sugar, cream, and with sugar cream. That's crazy. So let's see how this thing works. Look at this funny money. I don't even know who that is, but it's
probably
interesting.
Prime Minister of Japan.
And then Mount Fuji, which is really hard to get to, but that's a whole nother story. Let's show the machine at work. It's giving me change. And then it's making me coffee now. It says 43 seconds. There's a timer here.
Just to make sure.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Something's going down.
Something's going on
that's
here
probably
with
water.
the water.
Can this replace a barista? We'll find out.
It actually has whole beans here. It must grind those. The coffee, I smell it. I smell coffee brewing. I have no idea how it's doing it or where it's even going to come out. Oh, there it is. It comes out of this crazy machine. Okay, I'm going to take it out now.
Oh, you want me to do it? Get
The coffee looks interesting. The camera. Look at this coffee. It looks. They always fill it to like halfway. So I have no idea why they do that in Japan. But one time I asked for more, and they were like, "No." Tastes like airplane coffee.
Did they just? You could tell that they just. Can you tell they just grinded it?
You know what though? It is. Well, I wouldn't
It's
say
better than UCC.
It's better than UCC, but it's definitely very generic tasting. It's not gonna beat like single origin coffee and a Clover machine or anything like that. But
okay, baristas, your job is secure. Oh wow! Look, can I got some change?
Good thing I got this change because
Got any change?
you're gonna need it for the bus. You have like 10 buses to take.
Oh wow!
Look at that.
Oh, thank you, Danny. You got change for me too.
Yeah, let's go.
Michael is. What is Danny videoing?
Michael's struggling to come with.
No, I'm not struggling.
He's struggling to stay with us.
I'm in the group. You know, there's only 2 of us now. But it's too far
Anything
away.
else you want to say?
I want to say it's definitely worth going to both of them because you get to see different perspectives, and it really tests your ability to do difficult things to come up here.
Yeah, it's like quite an itinerary to do all the things we're doing is all for you guys on YouTube to enjoy it with us. Okay, so we gotta head out because we're gonna miss our bus.
And before we go, I want to show how dark it is. I'm gonna turn off the light. Where do we go?
Whoa,
That's how dark it is.